Dr. Naledi Pandor, who spoke under the theme of 30 years of South African democracy, discussed various strides made by government, including healthcare and access to basic resources. She further applauded the strength of our democracy in its ability to see a multi-party government.
We have sustained multi-party democracy, even in the face of an ANC that enjoyed significant electoral support until recently. The ANC could have tried to use its majority for all sorts of machinations, but the strength of our democracy was that they didn't.
Pandor goes on to discuss where government has fallen short over the last 30 years, noting corruption and inability to curb social woes.
There are areas of social interaction that are difficult, in my view, for the state to fully oversee. And it is in these private areas that painful harm is most evident in our society. Our most difficult challenge is gender-based violence, especially against women and girl children.
In recent times, with xenophobic sentiments on the rise, Pandor explains that these attitudes can only hold us back.
We are an economic powerhouse in Africa and can do much better on these matters. We have rather made fellow Africans resentful, dependent on our economy, and lax at addressing their own national challenges and opportunities with our support.
SABC stakeholders and executives were present at the event, showing their support.
As a public broadcaster, we actually play a critical role in the national conversation. Our role is not only to reflect the mood of the country, it is also to positively influence the national discourse.
The former minister, who was recently appointed chairperson of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, welcomed the decision by the International Criminal Court to issue arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Israeli Defense Minister. Zara Groenewald, SABC News, Boksburg.